Hello, and in this part 2 topic, I'm going to describe a person who helps to protect the environment. And you should say who this person is, how this person protects the environment, what difficulties this person has faced, and explain how you feel about this person. Now, this topic often comes up in IELTS writing as well, so hopefully you'll remember some of the vocabulary and can use it in writing too. I've chosen to discuss my best friend, Sam, who is a committed vegetarian and is passionate about the environment. The fact that he is a vegetarian and hasn't eaten meat or any animal products for the past 5 years shows how much he cares about the planet. Animals, cows in particular, produce methane gas, which is released into the atmosphere. This gas is harmful for the environment and makes the problem of global warming worse. Therefore, people who stop eating meat and animal products are greener than those who don't. Although levels of methane in the environment are relatively low, its high global warming risk is 21 times that of carbon dioxide, and this makes it one of the worst greenhouse gases. A vegetarian diet, therefore, reduces your carbon footprint and is much more environmentally friendly. Obviously, this has created problems for him, as the diet in my country includes a great deal of meat and fish. Sometimes when he goes to other people's houses, there is no vegetarian option for him, and all he can eat is chips or rice. He's a strict vegetarian though, and would rather starve than eat meat. He is even thinking about turning vegan. Another way that he is environmentally friendly is that he tries to recycle as much as possible. For instance, if he buys a product which is wrapped in plastic or cardboard, he will put the waste material in the recycling bin. I have great admiration for him, and I try to be more careful about recycling, but I'm not sure I could become vegetarian, as I am addicted to meat, so I would struggle to give it up. So let's take a look at some of the language. I've started with I've chosen to discuss. You could use I've decided to discuss, and I've done it deliberately to get some present perfect in my answer, because IELTS examiners like the present perfect, because lots of non-native speakers find it a difficult tense to use. A committed vegetarian. You can say a strict vegetarian, and both of these phrases mean somebody who takes vegetarianism seriously. Is passionate about, he cares about, he likes. So you've used different ways of talking about the earth. We can say the planet as well. When you're giving an example, in particular, particularly. Methane gas, this is another gas which is more dangerous than carbon dioxide, and it, as I go on to say later, is 21 times more dangerous than carbon dioxide in terms of causing harm to the environment. So it's a useful one to know if you're writing or talking about the environment. The atmosphere, it's like saying into the air. And we say harmful for the environment. Global warming, this is the warming of the earth. And you can use the word environmentally friendly, but we also talk about people being green. If you are green, or if a product is green, it's more environmentally friendly. In other videos I've used the word relatively instead of quite, so hopefully you're getting familiar with this now. They're relatively low, they're quite low. Remember to talk about greenhouse gases. These are the gases that heat up the environment, heat up the planet. Very good language for this topic, both writing and speaking. Your carbon footprint is how much carbon dioxide is created from what you are doing. So you can talk about reducing your carbon footprint, and this means that less carbon dioxide is being released into the atmosphere. If you're a person who uses aeroplanes a lot, drives your car to work every day, uses lots of electricity, you will have a large carbon footprint, so you need to reduce it. Environmentally friendly, like I said before, it's friendly to the environment, it's green. Note the spelling of environmentally and environment, that it has an N in. This is a word that's often used in IELTS listening because if you spell it wrong, you get the answer wrong. So make sure in your writing that you know how to spell it. So we talk about your diet. This is the food that you usually eat. So the diet in my country contains a great deal of meat or fish. And then when somebody is a vegetarian, we talk about the vegetarian options, the vegetarian choices that they can eat. Like I said before, a committed vegetarian, a strict vegetarian, not somebody who says, I'm a vegetarian but I eat fish. This is not a committed vegetarian or a strict vegetarian. He would rather starve. This means he would rather not eat anything and go hungry. To turn vegan or to turn vegetarian means to become vegan or vegetarian. And a vegan is a person who does not eat any animal products, so no dairy products such as butter, cream or milk. To recycle means to use a product again, or to recycle plastic or cardboard. It means to take it to a recycling station and then it gets reused or remade into something else. Wrapped in plastic or cardboard, covered in plastic or cardboard. The waste material, the wrapping, the material that you don't use. The recycling bin, this is what we can call a place where you put in waste, plastic or cardboard. So instead of saying I really like him, I admire him, I have great admiration for. I'm addicted to. This means I really, really like it and I can't live without it. I would struggle, I would find it very hard to give it up, to stop doing it. So hopefully you found some useful vocabulary in there. I particularly picked vegetarian rather than somebody who just does good things for environment, because I didn't think I would have enough to say if I talked about somebody who just recycles things. So that's why I used vegetarianism, and also included the fact that he likes to recycle things as well. So you might need to do the two things in your answer to make sure that you have 2 minutes worth of material to talk about. Thanks for watching.